Various allegations against the Canyon County Animal Shelter surfaced tonight. They're all laid out in a letter to the shelter demanding change. On Your Side's Chris Oswalts looked into the allegations and joins us with tonight's big story.
Don, 50 volunteers and former employees sent that letter to the shelter's board of directors on Thursday. It claims animals are mistreated and being euthanized, and they're being mishandled as well. Inside the Canyon County Animal Shelter, dozens of pets are looking for their forever home. It's also inside the shelter walls that several dozen people say conditions are less than loving. In a 4-page letter sent to the shelter board, Canyon County commissioners, and the Humane Society of the United States, members of the Canyon County Animal Shelter Allies lay out several claims, including animals not being given enough exercise, inadequate staffing to get dogs out of the kennels between the hours of 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., and animals disappearing or not showing up on intake records. All claims the shelter denies.
This shelter is a top-notch quality shelter, and that we have the animals as healthy as possible. And that's our goal to continue, that we're going to maintain a quality shelter. We're going to make sure that our staff is trained.
Allegations outlined in the letter also include several open kennels in the adoption room while many animals remain in holding. While in the shelter today, I counted 40 of 68 kennels being empty and just under a dozen dogs in holding.
When you talk about holding, when it was under previous management, and I don't know about the county, but they held the dogs for 5 days. We determined as a board, and our veterinarian and Sharice both agreed with this, the least amount of time, and Tammy, the least amount of time an animal is in the shelter, the better.
While dozens support the claims by the Ally Group, there are some who support the shelter.
I love animals and I want to do the best I can with them.
Sophia DeSimone spent hours at the shelter today looking for her new furry friend Jagger. She already has 3 dogs, all of them adopted at different shelters.
Usually the other shelters don't have as much food or water in their bowls, and the dogs smell worse and they're not as clean. And I think this is just a better shelter. It takes better care of their animals from what I've seen. 2 very different opinions about the conditions of the animal shelter that says getting animals a forever home is a top priority. The letter also made claims animals are being euthanized with little or no assessment. The shelter says that clearly isn't true, even providing documentation for all the euthanizations. The Ally Group has given the shelter until Wednesday to reply before seeking further action. I did reach out to that group for comment numerous times and have yet to hear back. Shelter staff says they will provide the group with all the documentation requested, even providing me with a copy immediately upon asking for it. Live in studio, Chris Oswalts, today 6 on Your Side.